Disclaimer: This episode discusses suicidal ideations and extreme content that may be triggering to some. Listener discretion is advised. You're listening to 8158 Stories of Sacrifice, where we honor the bravery of the first responders and the families who stand behind them. Real people, real stories, real heroes. This is 8158.
Welcome back to the 8158 podcast, Stories of Sacrifice. Today, we're kicking off a special three-part series with a brother and a huge supporter of this mission, retired firefighter and peer support advocate Anthony Crane. In part one, we dig into the heart behind his new 2 in 2 out peer support initiative for first responders, why it matters, how it works, and the real life that led him here. Decades on the line, EMDR therapy, family pressures, and that everyday battle to choose healing over hiding. You'll hear raw, honest moments from tough nights to small wins, and how community, therapy, and purpose kept the lights on when it got dark. We'll also talk about the culture of the fire service, why validation isn't the goal, and what civilians can do to actually support the people who show up on our worst days. Heads up, this episode includes candid discussion of mental health and suicidal ideation. If you or someone you love needs help, dial 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Stick around till the end. We'll share how to connect with Anthony, join a peer support conversation, and ways you can back the mission with the William H. Bill Butler Jr. Foundation. All right, helmets on, hearts open. Let's roll with part one.
We will return after this quick ad break.
The William H. Bill Butler Jr. Foundation is on a mission to honor first responders and support those who serve. We provide scholarships for families who have lost a hero in the line of duty, offer second chances to juvenile offenders who are working to rebuild their future, and help new recruits pursuing careers as first responders. Through generous donations and the sale of merchandise, we're building a community that uplifts, empowers, and creates lasting impact. You can be a part of this mission as well. Visit 8158podcast.com to donate or shop today. Together, we can support those who serve, honor those we've lost, and give hope to those who need it most.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of 8158 Podcast Stories of Sacrifice. We have a return guest. We have Anthony Crane. He's a good friend of mine. He's considered a brother to me. He's one of our biggest supporters, and now he's a very huge supporter of the Thin Line Rock Station, which I am now DJing on. He is running a 2 in 2 out first responder type deal. It's a peer support group for first responders. So we're going to talk about that today, and we'll get into that in a little bit. How's it going, Anthony? It's been a while since we've seen you. I know you came and visited us, and we had a good time. How'd you like your stay?
It's going good, man. How you been?
Oh, good.
Been working hard?
Actually, yes. I got a lot going on, working full time, and then we got these modules we got to do for the life coaching course thing, and plus we have a bunch of episodes we got to do, and obviously
just so everybody know, I ain't trying to promote anything. So just my coffee, get started. Just one of those early days.
He's waking up, everybody. You gotta wake up.
It was a long night last night. It was a very interesting night last night.
So what happened last night? Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
So me and Blake. So Charlie went to Cub Scouts. Little Charlie, the one that stayed in the pool the most when we was up there. They didn't stay in long. We Southerners, we can't handle that Kentucky weather up there. Nah. We can't handle that, dude. I don't know how y'all can do it. I got your shirt on in a cold room with the window open, and it's like 68 or 62 degrees outside. I'm freezing, dude.
Yeah.
But again, it's all for you, dude.
Just be glad you're not further north because it gets a lot colder.
So I actually lived in Missouri for about 2 years, and that was the first time I've ever seen like a foot of snow in my entire life. And I looked like a kid from the Christmas Story, the little brother that walked around like that. That first year, I was literally walking to my job just like everybody walking around in shorts, and I looked like that kid. Nah, I don't do cold. I don't like it. Yeah. But unfortunately, that's kind of part of my, seasonal depression part is I like colors and happiness and fun. Yeah. But that's not Mother Nature. She likes to bounce back and forth.
Right. I definitely could tell you've been putting on some miles with that shirt. I know you like that shirt.
So your shirt has been, as of last night, well, not just last night, but it's been a while. It's been forged by fire, dude. It's got some miles on it. I use it because I know it's rare, so I do keep it clean. But I mean, where I helped one of the fellows from the local fire department on a car fire, which is on my, we'll get into it, my Instagram, but so that ain't gonna come out, but I support it, man, and it's high vis. So when I'm out there,
yeah, you got your media jacket.
Yeah,
high vis.
So I was given the idea for this by Junior Johnson. He's the chief of North Augusta Public Safety. He's the one that actually kind of gave me the ideas because I went to him. It was actually my first actual picture I took of it, and it was of him, Santa Claus, fighting a chimney fire. I couldn't help it, dude. And I kind of creeped down the hill, and because again, I put so many years in, and like I told you before we hit record. I finally wanted to do a push, and I really doing a hard push with it, But anyways, I like the high vis, and it showcases, you and what you do. And I literally got one card left, dude, out of 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one card, but I ain't getting rid of that, and that's your the foundation card one. That you gave me, because you gave me 25 of each. I was up there, well, and some more. I gave the last one out to, and if I get it wrong, please don't pull me over. Captain Cook of Aiken County Sheriff's Office. I gave it to him actually yesterday.
Okay.
And it was funny. Actually, it was kind of funny because my son, since we moved up there, he's moved out on his own now. And, we still had that father-son spats. And I told the wife, I was like, unless he apologizes, I'm just not going to answer the phone. And she immediately called back, because I was playing that I was like really ticked off, which I really was. I was just sitting there jamming out to the station and, just like, calming down because I was fixing to go into my EMDR therapy and just to start processing again. And I'm trying to calm down. And I looked up and I see Aiken County Sheriff's Office tent. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because unfortunately, everybody's going to Palmetto 800. I got old style radios, so I'm starting to lose everything. So, it's at the end of the year, it's going to be a little tough, but I hope I got it out there enough to get started and do it. And it's all thanks to you, man.
Right. Well, you're
It
definitely
really
welcome.
is. It really is.
You just needed that little push, a little nudge.
That's what me and my therapist was talking about yesterday, because I ain't gonna lie, dude. I was ticked off. My son got to me. Him and his girlfriend got to me. I was ticked off.
Yeah.
But I looked up and I saw that tent. And I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? Instead of being pissed off, and I'm sorry for the language, you know how I am. I always apologize about it. I do apologize because I do have language, but I'm working on it. But I was like, I wouldn't use my photos. I think it's good. I know this is good. And I've never asked for nothing, dude. I've never asked for nothing. My entire life, I didn't give a crap. I didn't care. Growing up, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I got this. You might have to bleep it out, but my mindset growing up, all the way up, till about 2019 is when I finally decided to go back to therapy. Yeah. I don't know if she's outside. 2018, 2019, something like that. I decided to go back to therapy. My doctor told me I had to retire. He was like, July 1st, 2019. I was doing security at Coca-Cola factory in Augusta. And my doctor told me, he goes, you got to go. He goes, your body can't take it no more. He goes, your mind can't take it. I wrote down, dude, like right now.
Yeah.
And this is on medication, dude. But you know what? Fuck it. Sorry. But I'm not saying fuck it in the meaning of a negative no more. When it comes to the mental health of first responders, we go through a lot, dude.
Yeah, definitely do, man. Definitely do.
That's like last night, dude. And again, it took a negative situation to a positive, because my son, Blake, our 13-year-old, the one that
You want to play the PS5.
yeah. Sorry.
You're good, brother.
I ain't gonna use that again. Sorry, I'm messing up my setup. I've been working all morning, dude. I've been up early. We've been up early, dude. And I was actually gonna work on it last night, but I couldn't pass it up last night. That was another sign to me, dude. Ever since I come up there and saw you, hung out with you for the weekend, kids went to bowling alley, and I do apologize for how they reacted, but they go through, they got their own personal stuff they go through too, but they go to a hey, I send them to a best therapist I have ever known, dude, for kids. Yeah. He's the one that saved me from ultimately doing what I should at the time. Sorry, and you're gonna have to put a disclaimer of committing suicide.
Yeah.
No. And again, I'm sorry if you have to put a disclaimer or anything, but again, I go out and talk to these people. I go out there and hand them your card. I tell them my name. I've already got my stuff up to show them what I do. I don't ask for nothing. I don't want nothing. The only thing, honestly, let me rephrase that. The only thing that I have ever tried to ask from anybody is I've always asked for patches, because you see my car.
Yeah.
You seen the Dragon Slayer. And the first patch I put in there was the William Butler Foundation. That the first sticker that went on it was, besides the ones my kids got me, was the William Butler, which cops have been hitting the car. Dude, I'll get pulled over. I'm being honest. Because again, so with my hashtag, I mainly focus on the firefighters, because that's what I know.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I know. Honestly, I don't know dispatch other than talking to them through the radio.
Yeah.
I don't know police unless we're going to assault or going to a wreck, or they're just coming to the call to help with disturbance or anything like that. or scene safety. Other than that, I focus on the firefighters. That's it. And other than Aiken City and North Augusta, most of my departments are all volunteer. These are all volunteer guys and women. That's it. No money, not asking for nothing.
Right.
And you see them what they're doing. Now keep in mind, we're having to deal with 1,200, 1,500, 2,500 plus degrees of weather, heat, 150, 200 pounds worth of gear, sopping wet, 253, pulling 150, trying to breathe on, maybe if you're lucky, if you're like my son, what he done when he went to the school, acting like me with a big old pillow in his stomach, like I got a big old gut. Be like me, a 30-minute bottle gives you only 15 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
And you got to do a search and rescue or something. They're not getting paid for this. They're not asking for nothing. They don't want nothing. They just do this. We're fucking nuts, dude. But we don't do it for, validation. This is what I was telling my therapist yesterday. We don't do this for validation. We do this because this is our community. We do this because this is our brothers. This is our sisters. This is our, family. This is our friends. This is our people.
Right.
We don't give a shit who you are. We got a job to do. And that's to put the fire out. That's to get you out of these wrecks. That's to get you to a hospital. But I don't focus on first responder. I do not go to any first responder calls. That's too personal for me. That's too personal for the family. I do not go to first responder calls. If they call out first responder, nope, I do not go.
Yeah.
Vehicle accidents, it depends. If it's just a car accident and people are okay, and I'm not going to it because it's too personal. I don't want personal. I'm not there to showcase. And again, I have a motto that it ain't just one bad apple to rotten the tree.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people look at it that way. That one bad apple can rot the tree. No. If you cut the bad apple, the tree still survive. I know that kind of sounds a little weird, but But anyways, we do it for our brothers and sisters. We don't do that. And my therapist goes, "You've never been validated, have you?" I was like, and I really was like, no. But I thought about it. I really did, dude. When I left from there and I put on the headsets and I was listening to the Thin Line, dude, I was listening to it. And I was coming down from EMDR therapy. It was hard, dude.
Imagine.
Keep in mind, I was pissed off at my son, and I'm trying to be a dad.
Yeah.
And I got to go and process my childhood trauma too.
Yeah.
And dude, I love what I do. I felt so good the other day, man. The other night, there was a call I went to, and I got a funny story about that one. I hope you got time today, dude. So what's your plan for today? So hold on. Let me ask you a question. You asked me, so let me ask you a question. What's your plans for today?
Well, later on, I gotta finish up doing the DJ stuff, and I have some Veterans Day episodes to put out and some Fallen Heroes stuff to do. But that could be done later in the day. It'll take about half an hour.
And every time I text you, what? Almost every day, right?
Yeah.
And most of the time, what's the conversation? How's your day going, right?
Yeah.
It's going good. How's yours? Good. All right. Be safe driving out there. You too.
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I just checked on my partner, bro.
Right.
What did I say at the end? All right, be safe, brother.
Yeah.
What did I tell you whenever we were sitting at the smoking bourbon,
Yeah.
and it had a damn good video. Damn good, man. Oh, I'm sorry for the disclaimer, man. You don't understand. I'm about to show you how us Southern redneck volunteer firefighters, when we don't have to go on no calls, we don't have to have any responsibility. We can just sit back, relax with our brothers, with our sisters, and just have some fun. And know we're safe. And know we got our backs. And we know nothing's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you drinking over there?
You know.
Still.
You know.
Still. I can't remember the name of it, man. It's that $20, what, 20-something dollar drink. It was good as hell, dude.
Yeah, it's Woodford Reserve Double
Woodford
Oak.
Reserve. Oh, yeah. I couldn't remember the name of it, man. I was almost tempted to text you yesterday, but I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna do it my way. See, the last time we done our interview was what? How long ago was it?
Oh, it was early on. It was like towards the beginning of the year.
I know it was episode 1.
It wasn't episode 1. It was
not episode 1. I'm saying sorry. My bad. Season 1.
Season 1, yes.
Sorry. I know it's what 11:43 in the morning, but you know what? It's Saturday. My wife gave me permission to sit back and relax after almost having a freaking heart attack. Yeah. Dude, internet, man. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. But you know how that is.
Yes, sir.
But I know it was season 1, but I can't remember. I'm 43 years old. My memory's getting shot.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is Anthony Crane. He was a guest on our show, and he is a retired firefighter. He done it for 25 years as a volunteer, and he had a very extremely hard career. And for those of you who haven't heard it, you should go back to season 1 and check out Anthony Crane's story and listen to that.
And honestly and truly, dude, even when I'm out there and I'm promoting you, I don't even tell them about my story. I tell them myself. I don't have to tell them to go listen to mine. I'm not trying to ask for the validation of what you've done. Mm-hmm. I'm promoting what you were doing. Yeah. What you did. And again, this is what makes me mad about the crypt. So I found out because I ended up sending it to my life coach.
Okay.
And I don't know. She don't care. I asked her. She said she don't care. So I'm promoting her. I'll send you her logo.
Okay.
And all. But her name's Cynthia Dowdle. She's my life coach, man. Hell, she's the one, honestly and truly, dude. And you can't see page 2. That's the only thing is you cannot see page 2. Okay? Because of my career and because of my trauma and all that I've been through, I don't regret it. I still to this day, I don't regret it. I love what I did.
Yeah.
But again, I never asked for validation. And again, this is what me and my therapist was talking about yesterday. She asked me, she goes, why can't you get validation? I was like, because I don't want it. I don't want validation. I want to showcase the truth. That's why none of my stuff will ever go on news. None of my stuff will never touch CBS, NBC,
right.
FBI, Fox. I don't even know what the news are. It won't. Because it's not out there to showcase the tragedy. I'm showcasing what these men and women are doing and what they deal with and what they have to go
on a regular basis. Yeah.
On a regular basis. At 90-degree weather, on a windy day, on a trailer fire, a double wide is not good. But they do it for nothing.
Yeah.
So,
hardcore, man.
So
hardcore.
Yeah. It is, but again, they don't want validation. That's what some of theirs do. So have you ever had validation? And I was like, no. And she goes, yeah, you have. And I was thinking about it, I was like, who? I was like, I mean, and you see all the tattoos I have on my, and the back of these. It was, it was like, I was like him, and I was like, who? Nobody validated me. I don't want it. She goes, Rico. I was like, shit. Gotcha. I was like, She goes, so you have had it. I was like, you're right. She goes, don't stop. She goes, you got this coming up Saturday. You got this. You have pushed hard for this. You have been around people that know you. At this point, like the other night, we had a fire, and I walked around the scene, but the way I do it is I'm very respectful of the scene. Very respectful. And in fact, give me 1 second. We're going to start.
Okay.
11:48. Sorry about the tears, man.
You're good.
You know,
You're good.
they're tears of joy. They're tears of joy. So, check out my chalice.
Okay. Yeah, it's a dragon.
Guess who got me this?
Nice.
Guess who got me this? My wife.
It's a beautiful dragon chalice.
I love it. Oh, dude, you should feel it. You should feel it. It goes so well, my ring.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
Hold on. No.
Okay.
So, what I'm about to show you here has a little backstory, but like I said, I hope you got about at least 2 hours.
Okay.
I hope so, because guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there so everybody knows.
Yeah.
So that way we can go ahead and start having fun. This is actually the reverse episode of 8158 podcast Story of Sacrifice.
Uh-oh.
I'm taking over your station, dude. I'm taking over your podcast. You are mine for, I think your wife said 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Am I right?
2 o'clock.
Is she around? Is she around?
No, she's dealing with the dogs.
Okay. Is 2 o'clock good for you? Well,
yeah,
1, 2,
probably, I guess.
about 2, 3, depends on how we go.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to reverse something on me here?
So this is essentially my script. My life coach, Cynthia Dowd, made this for me. Okay. Because again, you know how because of my trauma, I stuttered a lot. I clam up. Yeah. I say, what was that word I kept saying over and over again in our first interview?
Oh, geez, it's been a while. I couldn't tell you.
I can't remember.
I've done so many interviews.
I've been having some fun this morning already, dude. I've been setting up.
Oh, you set up a nice little office, sir.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got some surprises for you. We're gonna have some fun. We might play some games. We don't know. Oh yeah, and by the way, her hashtag 2N20 for the day is Alicia. And
okay.
So if she needs help with you, or you're getting a little rowdy or something like that, she'll help you to how to handle it. So,
okay.
So just at any point that you need to, you know, you're going down that rabbit hole with me.
Yeah.
Just let her know hashtag 2N20 to Alicia, and Alicia will immediately text her that, hey, you okay?
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Hashtag 2N2.
I will let her know that.
Hashtag 2 in, 2 out.
2 in, 2 out.
Just, hey, that's it. And really, only firefighters and people that are out fire really know what that is.
Right. 2 go in,
hashtag
2 come
2 in,
out.
2 out.
Yeah.
2 in, 2 out.
I wanted to show you something.
You got the part. Look, what you got? Is that mine?
Look at
Is that mine?
that.
Is it pink?
We got
Tell
one.
me it's pink. Tell me it's pink. Please tell me it's pink.
It is pink.
Yes! Dude, check this out. So I was given this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you see my bracelet?
Yeah.
It says, "You are not alone." Okay. It's the breast cancer awareness bracelet. And it says, "Fight like a girl."
Yeah.
Okay. My friend Becky gave me this when she found out she had breast cancer.
Oh my gosh.
And I've been wearing it. Said, she beat it. She beat it.
Yeah.
She beat it. But I'm a man of pink. I love
Tactical
pink.
Tinkerbell Pat. You have them now.
Yeah.
You're getting one. You're just coming.
I've been trying to talk to her, but you know, again, I try not to overstep my boundaries. You know how I am, man. How many times I kept apologizing, walking around your house, touching your stuff in your office. Oh, dude, where's that chair? Where's that chair? Where's that chair? Please, where's that chair? Where's that chair?
It's right there in the corner.
Where's it? I need it.
Massage chair.
I need to make a trip up. And again, sorry for the tears, man. Sorry for the tears, because I've been hustling, dude. Been hustling. My life coach gave me a lot of help. She,
Sounds good.
You were talking about doing a life coach and everything like that when we were doing our interviews about wanting to do a life coach. And Cynthia was my peer support when she worked for where I go for my therapy. All right. So the coffee's going away. We're about out of time. All right. So she was my peer support.
Okay.
And she went on to her own business. I told her, I said, if you get it going, I'm gonna come to you. You know, I'll come to you, because I don't trust a lot of people, man. I really don't. And my wife, she's outside doing gardening work and working with chickens and our exotic chickens and just having her family time and just enjoying her life. And she got it going. So I went to her and she's like, "Look, I don't want you to think you're going to get free stuff." I was like, "I don't want free stuff. I will pay full price that I do. I don't care." That's why I use my disability. That's why I use my money for, just to better myself, to get myself better. And she's very good at what she does. She done me expenses and all that. Made it so dumbified that it's so easy for me to use now, and I'm so much more calmer about it because I know where my money's going. I know how much I got. I see that I'm in the plus now. I don't feel like I'm negative. I'm a failure at not being a father and supporting my family, because now I can see it with just like two types, and that's it. I'm like, yes. Oh yeah. So, since we're taking over, so check this out. Can you see it good?
Crane. Yep. And
now keep in mind, this is etched in this glass.
Laser etching. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It's laser etched in there. This was a gift from my wife when we got married.
Oh, nice.
It comes to glasses with our name, with that logo on it. Okay. She designed it. Everything. All right. And again, it's been aging. This is an ager. So it's got dust on it.
That's all right.
So what I have for today, we're going to do the rundown real quick of how our day is going to go. Just, if you can't use it in your episode, it's early, so we know. But we got this. This is Jack Daniels. 3-year age Jack Daniels. Or no, what is it, 2024? Yeah, so, 3-year age Jack Daniels. And there's a reason behind Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
My goddaughter, her father, unfortunately passed away with cancer. And
sorry to hear that.
I took over, I was going through back surgery where I got 4 pins or 2 plates and 8 pins in my back infused from surgery, from this explosion. But So I would help him and he would help me to keep each other, and we would hang out and everything. And before he had cancer, when I knew him long before, back in '09, we would sit around, we would play Daniels. Now, I did have his shirt, but the deal was when his daughter turned 16, the shirt went back to her. So when she turned 16, she got the shirt.
She got it back. Yeah.
Yes. So, and when she turns 21, there's going to be a little bit left in here. And when she turns 21, that's her shot. And that's an homage to Scott.
That's awesome.
So my wife bought me this glass to put it in. So, I don't know why the hell I'm putting that. So I'm not going to be able to drink all this. So because I'm not going to be able to drink all of that, I have a backup plan.
So you saw the bottle of Jack that I have on my office that was dedicated to my cousin. You remember that?
Yeah.
132 proof Jack Daniels.
Yeah. And
Jack Daniels dedicated that bottle to him.
Oh, nice. So now just go to just like me and Alicia's style drinking, not the Kentucky Derby. Beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful. I don't know what the name of that lake was when we dashed up there, but it's beautiful up there. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful place. We enjoyed it. But anyway,
a little too cold for you.
Because I can't drink all of that because I have to save it. All right.
What you got there?
We got a backup plan. And this is Old Mountain Wine Company. Okay. Me and the wife always go on a wine trip or a tasting or whatever. It's watermelon wine.
Watermelon wine. Okay.
So that's my backup. So I'm just going to do a shot. Oh, Scott.
Scott on Scott.
And then we're going to Yep. And just so y'all know, Alicia is actually sitting right here. She's actually got cause halt.
Okay.
Much. But
she's tired. She's beat.
So,
She's been working hard.
Yeah. But yeah, she's just here for that moral support.
Absolutely. Gotta have that moral support.
My camera back. I gotta get my camera back. All right. But yeah. But go ahead. While I get this going.
Yeah, go ahead and take your shot. I'll take one with you. I have my double oak with my oak cup
now,
that I've been utilizing quite a bit.
Now,
so. Smells good.
I love that.
It's like smelling the pork.
And like the last two, yeah. But we do a little different down here. Y'all really shop class again.
Class.
No. We're a little different up here. So
straight from the bottle.
That's the Scott.
All right, Scott. Back to you, my friend.
All right. Here we go. So now it's my shot. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start with my little script here. And only I have it right now. And I'll send in the official copy of this. When I'm done, I'll mail this to you.
Okay.
So that way you'll have a copy of it. Just to have, because I'm going to actually put it up here. I made a deal with my son, with Charlie, to switch rooms so I can kill two birds with one stone of remodeling my office and getting his room remodeled.
There you go.
I'm just going to switch rooms.
Yeah. That's pretty
awesome. Put one room in one room, one room in the other room, and as I do it, the trash that I don't need or anything in me meets in the middle and puts in the trash.
There you go.
but I'll send you a copy. But anyway, all right. So the first question, all right. What first made you pay attention to the mental health struggles of first responders? What made you? And again, this is what I asked on smoking bourbon.
Yes.
Was and I hate to say it like this, and y'all still see me writing stuff down.
Yes.
But my sorry.
It's all right.
Guys, this is the product of PTSD, dude.
You good?
You get excited, especially when you get passionate about what you want.
Yes.
But anyway, but what made you pay attention as a civilian, dude? As a civilian, and I hate to use that word, but when we see civilian, we see them in their most vulnerable time. But honestly and truly, I've listened to your story. I've talked to you. I've sat by you. Mm-hmm. We sat there and drank together.
Yes.
I got to know who you was. You never was a first responder. What made you pay attention to first responders?
So, like with my background, obviously, a lot of my family are first responders. Well, was. My dad was a firefighter when I was younger. A lot of my family were in the military, and obviously my cousin, being in the military for 20 years and retired, and a 13-year veteran with the Sheriff's Department. Everybody knows how we started the podcast and why we started the podcast. It was to honor him and to shed light on his situation, and letting people know that first responders are people. During that process, we were interviewing guests, first responders, dispatch, fire, EMS, and
sorry.
Keep
going. She's helping me going.
Okay. So the common theme that kept coming up was the mental health awareness, and not only that, my stepsister, her son, and her daughter-in-law were first responders, and she had mentioned something about mental health. And through that process, we realized very quickly that this was something that was a huge deal, and that we had to pay attention to, because it's heartbreaking to see our first responders, the ones who are there for us in our darkest days, going through so much trauma. And we know that first responders, like an average person in their entire life, go through maybe 3 or 4 traumatic events in their life, whereas first responders see anywhere from 500 to 700 traumatic events in their entire career, and it could be more. And that was concerning to us, and that's something that we wanted to focus on. And I believe that that's something that my cousin Bill would have wanted us to focus on, to care for his brothers and sisters in the first responder realm. So in his likeness, that's what we did.
And again, that was one thing that really kind of, that story, I listened to his wife's story, and I thought about it, dude. I was like, if my wife had to go through something like that. And again, like, I focus more on firefighters and stuff like that, but you focus on everybody.
Yes.
Like, you focus on the first responders in a whole. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the people you've talked to, like Mark Lamb. You see what I'm saying? I love him, dude. I love him. I love his social. I'll follow him. He followed me back. I loved it.
Yeah.
I actually want to make a video just to send to him, I just don't. You know me. I just don't want to ask for nothing. Like I haven't even asked you for any help or anything. Mm-hmm. All I did was say, hey, you know, just give me one Saturday for a few hours, and that's it, right? Just us hanging out.
And just one thing about Mark Lamb that you probably don't know yet. I don't know if you noticed. He did put in his bid, and he is now running for Congress for Arizona.
Awesome.
Yes. Really? So we are supporting him. We are big, avid supporters of Mark Lamb. We love him very much. He's a very honorable and godly man. So, and I don't know if you heard of Joe Dana. He's running for Harris County Sheriff right now. He's friends with Mark Lamb.
Okay.
And he's also friends with another guest that we had on here.
Which one?
Jason Andrews. Jason Andrews. He does the poker nights.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he's also friends.
You guys just give me the
and Jason Andrews is also friends with another guy who is the candidate for Congress. He's running for District 32 out of Texas. Monty Martinez.
Yeah. I heard the name.
Who's the Air Force?
Yeah. Brother. I mean, again, I love you. Don't get me wrong. We're brothers, right? We're brothers, right?
Yes, sir.
We're brothers. So we're gonna be honest. I listen to all of them, to be honest with you. But I do focus more on the firefighters.
Absolutely. That's your forte, basically.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Because again, I couldn't sit there and talk cop, or I could with ambulance and paramedics and all that, because we work first responder with them more often than police officers. But again, like I said, I like to get pulled over. I love to be pulled over, just so I can give them your card. I have a sticker on the back of the Dragon Slayer, which it right now is in remodifications now. I got a big surprise for it, but I can't really put too much word into what I'm doing right now, just because if it don't turn out like I want it to, it won't be like a letdown.
Yeah.
Now, when I know for like a definite yes, then I will say something.
Yeah.
But I don't ever count on anything. It's always a surprise. Even to visit with you, man, coming up there to Kentucky, and the wife helped me with that, because she's one of my biggest supporters of what I do.
Absolutely. She
knows that I grew up in it. She knows my story. 20 years together now.
Yeah. She lived with you.
Guess what? Talking about my story.
She lived with you through it.
Because, that's one thing I learned about your podcast, listening to your stuff, is you like that back and forth stuff. So, talking about my story, guess what? I can no longer make my joke no more.
About the meth head? Mm-hmm. You got teeth now. You had them implanted.
Horrible. No, they're not implanted. I can take them in and out, but I don't want them implanted just because this is more sanitary.
Okay, so you can pull them out and clean them out.
But my dentist, he knew about my story. He actually listens to you. When in his office, whenever he's doing dental, he'll put them in, and he said sometimes he'll turn your story on.
Yeah.
If he ain't got nothing to listen to, but anytime anybody listens to it, that's one person listening.
Yeah.
But so going on with the reverse and talking about the reverse, you inspired me, dude. You really did. You inspired me, and it was one thing I liked about you. Let's see how good your memory is. All right.
Not very good.
Let's test your PTSD. You see what I'm saying? Let's test it. What was one thing that you gave to me when we were sitting at the bar that I never had? And when I had it, I immediately said that I will find a way of getting one.
Find a way of getting one?
Yes.
I remembered I gave you a cigar and you dipped it in your liquor.
Mm-hmm. Remember I told you about the tradition, right?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to show you how it's done. So I couldn't get the small ones. They were out of them. So I guess they're...
Okay. Yeah. Anyone will work.
But it is the big ones. If you could see.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Romeo and Juliet's. Yes.
The Romeo and Juliet, baby.
Yes.
They were out of the small ones. But the guy said, he goes, you can pick this up and smell it and you will see. I was like, all right. So
yeah.
It's just, but
you like those, don't
again,
you?
What I told you that, yeah, I told you that I prefer the bigger ones. And the reason why I prefer the bigger one is because, you know, if anybody went to my thing and, you know, my therapist told me I need validation. And the only person that ever gave me a validation, like a pure validation without any time of asking. Okay. Because, you know, I've had to ask help before. Yes. By the way, I don't have one of those little fancy little cigar things. Down here, we use scissors, baby. We use scissors. They work. These work just fine. See? They work just as fine. Look at that.
Yeah, you got the tip off as long as you need to get the tip off. Yeah.
And if I need to cut something up, like, you know, if I need to cut something up, you know what I'm saying? Works just fine. Multiple tools.
Emotional tools.
I don't have to worry about trying to find 5, 6 different things. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's an emotional tool. It's all one. It even has a little ruler on it that I engraved on the side of it. I actually engraved on the side of this thing. It was $1 for this darn old thing. There it is. It was $1 for it. And I took my Dremel and I engraved. So I got scissors. I got cutters. I got. Hey, it works. But this is how I do it. So I dip. Just like that on the cork.
Yep.
Right. I do not shake and pour it straight up. That's all you need. Because see how it slips in?
Yeah.
See how it folds in?
Yep.
So then I take my cigar and I push it a little bit and just hold it. And it'll actually soak up into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I light it, it's going to flare up. Now, let me explain who taught me this. His name is Keith Rucker. At the time, he was on Bath Fire Department, which is now Middle Valley Fire Department. And you'll see these people's names on my stuff that I promote. And I go to them because there were people that helped me through what I went through. They helped me through my childhood and gave me a platform or gave me a place to feel welcome. Was I the best person? Nah. But we never was the best person.
I mean, you know, we always have our other side of our mentalities. You know, none of us are perfect.
No. But it don't, what the past don't define who you are. It's what you do in the present.
Right.
And what you prepare for the future. That's all that defines you. So, I wasn't the best person growing up. But I went down a path that I felt I needed to go down. And that was something that I was passionate about. You know, it didn't matter who you was. It didn't matter what you did. It didn't matter who you voted for. Like, when it comes to your podcast, I love all the episodes. I listen to every single one of them. I try to remember names, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My memory's shot. But, you know, I'm more on the firefighter side, but I love every single one of them. So if I don't remember anybody's name, I do apologize. I do listen to them. There are certain people that I do associate a little bit more just because of their personality. Right. AKA Tinkerbell. She's nuts. Yeah. That woman's nuts.
It's a good kind of nuts. She's pretty awesome.
She's a good kind of nuts,
we love her.
Nuts. Yeah.
We love her.
But the thing is, because of what I would ultimately would love to do, and again, I'm not going to say anything because I don't, I don't want nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I like to talk to her. Oh, really do already. What number cup you want already?
Just part way through my first one.
Really?
This is my breakfast.
Dude, I'm already breakfast. I'm on brunch, dude. Come on.
This is my
Keep up.
breakfast.
Dude, keep up. This is my show. I come up there and drove my little four-cylinder halfway across the mountains.
The Appalachians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's flaring up pretty good. Look at that. That's a big old Romeo and Juliet.
So, I'm going to tell you who taught me how to do that. His name's Keith Rucker. He was on the Bath Fire Department. He was in the instructor. He was pretty much my backbone as a kid. And I remember him sitting back, just like this, in the chair, okay, in the middle of the bay. You have to go around him and everybody else without touching them. You're blindfolded, following the hose, okay? And there was always a thing that he always drilled in your head about. And it's smooth, bump, bump to the pump. And what that means is if you are not aware of where you're surrounded or where you are at, grab the hose, crawl down the hose, and you will feel the couplings. And it's smooth, bump, bump to the pump. You don't have to worry about anything else around you other than that. And if you cannot pay attention to this, how can you pay attention to that? And he would sit there, just like that. We didn't have smoke screens. This was our smoke screen. So guess what firefighters inhale all the damn time? Chemicals. You know,
Smoke, yeah.
Everything, all this stuff that burns, everything that burns, they inhale this. Chemicals. So we didn't have these fancy smoke screeners. They closed the door, turned the lights out, put your flash hood over your visor. Once you get, lock in, put that over, and you learn smooth bump, bump to the pump.
Okay.
Okay. If you come up any higher than his knees, okay. Keep in mind, he was about my height. He come over. He had a hose wrench, and he was sitting there. And you crawl. If you come up, he ding you on the helmet. He goes, "You're dead." He goes, "You're dead. Back to the line." And you're back doing it again. And then if you get out of air, we have the air truck from probably one of the cities, either Aiken or North Augusta. Mostly it was North Augusta air truck.
Okay.
Until they end up getting their own station, their own air tank. But that's how we train. It didn't care about what was out here. It was
what was right in front of you, yeah.
Right in front of you. Keep your head down. What's in front of you? Get the hell out. You don't talk about what you say. You don't talk about what's going on. No, keep in mind, I'm not doubting Keith Rucker. I love the man to death. If I had to say it, he would be like my father. There's two of them, him and Cromer, Jerry Cromer. I actually saw Jerry Cromer the other day, and he ended up, when he took the hose off the hydrant, he turned to me and went and flung the hose on, and it was cold, dude, and soaked the snot out of me, and then dropped the hose right at my feet and just soaked my shoes. I was like, Cromer, good, my bad. I'm like, really? And he just laughed and got back in the truck. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you gonna do me like that? But
You gotta do me like that.
so, what personal experiences shape your empathy for people who work in crisis situations?
My personal experiences are basically the personal traumas that I've gone through growing up as a child. I've been abused multiple times. Growing up in an abusive household, not necessarily my mother, but her being married to an abusive man, an alcoholic, drug addicts, being sexually abused multiple times, and just living in the day to day chaos and not dealing with my own traumas as an adult. And then having to go through therapy and realizing how to deal with those traumas. So I connect with first responders in the way of trauma because a lot of first responders have similar traumas that I have had. And I want our first responders to be healthy. I want them to, because these are people that are there when we need them the most. And I felt like it was time for us to be there for them when they need us the most. People from the community, because they don't get enough assistance from the community.
So
And
let me ask you,
the government ain't gonna do it.
let me ask you this. Talking about the community, and like I said, I actually honor you an honorary first responder. I was joking with you about that.
Yeah.
You know, the stigma,
Yes.
it with somebody that didn't really go through like the stigma side of the first responders in public, let me say public, uh, outcry of first responders, mental health, and all that. What on you looking from the outside in? What about the stigma like just gets you fired up? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what gets you pissed off, dude? Like, what makes you mad about the stigma of the mental health from the outside looking in? Because if you look at these videos and what we deal with, and these YouTube videos of what we deal with, you hear people in the background screaming, "Hurry up, please hurry." We understand we get it, we feel you. But we have to follow like these actual steps, because if these steps are not found, boom. And talking about boom, I haven't got it out yet, but last night with my son, we had a call. GVW done a great job on this house. Unfortunately, family lost on it. And I did put a video out saying, hey, contact GVW or the American Red Cross here in Macon County if you want to help these families. I will never say these families' names. I will never say these families' names. I will never tell you where their address is. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. So from the outside looking in, with the stigma of it, of the mental health, what do you think will help bridge that?
Behind every badge is a story, and behind every story is a sacrifice. This is the 8158 podcast, where we honor the lives and legacies of first responders and their families. If our mission speaks to your heart, if these stories move you like they move us, join us on Patreon. For just $5 a month, you'll get ad-free listening, exclusive merchandise, behind-the-scenes content, and video episodes only available to our patrons. This isn't just a podcast, it's a movement, and you can be a part of it. Support us at patreon.com/8158podcast. Let's continue to share the stories that deserve to be heard.
Thank you for joining us on 8158 Stories of Sacrifice. Every story we share is a tribute to the courage and resilience of first responders and their families. If this episode impacted, encouraged, or inspired you, please subscribe, leave a review, and share with someone who supports first responders. Follow us on all social media platforms at 8158 Podcast for updates. 8158 Stories of Sacrifice is a team effort. Rico brings the stories to life through casting, writing, original music, and editing. Brianne Shipley as production manager, handling booking, social media, graphics, promotion, marketing, website management, and logo design. Please visit our website at 8158podcast.com. For questions, collaborations, or to share your story, our email address is contactus@8158podcast.com. Until next time, let's continue to honor the legacies and remember the sacrifices of those who serve, every brave man and woman on the front lines, protecting and defending us all. This is Rico signing off and honoring 8158.